write the directions. Want me to read my essay? Buddy! I'm out of this cage. Let's make a movie. It's about a girl who made a song. La la la. Say hello to the friends you know, and everyone you meet.
And
hello, this is Frisky. He's such a cute little hamster. He likes to poop a lot, but he's a very frisky little baby, hence his name. Frisky, say hello. Okay, bye-bye. Cut.
Let me introduce my partner, D.A.R.E the Lion. And we all know what he stands for, right? The courage to say no to drugs and violence. Very good. Welcome, D.A.R.E graduates, parents, VIPs, and at this time I'd like to introduce Mr. Alex Ayala. The principal here at San Gabriel High School. So let's thank him for inviting us to his school.
Morning, students, parents, faculty, and VIPs. I'd just like to welcome you to San Gabriel High School. I hope you enjoy your visit here with us. And I'm glad you're here on Spirit Day. And what we'd like to basically relay from San Gabriel High School is this is a very important step for you. The 5th grade is a beginning of making good choices. And in doing that, I really endorse the program that D.A.R.E has to offer. It's special to me because last week, my son graduated from the D.A.R.E program from his school. So this 5th grade class is probably very special to me. In talking about the choices through middle school and once you get to high school, those choices you make are going to be very critical to the success that occurs when you come to San Gabriel High School or the other high school that you may attend. And in making those choices, it helps us present the quality of the educational program because we can emphasize more academics and less on the discipline. So I hope that you continue the good hard work and most of all the good choices that you'll make for the remainder of your years here in the area, in your community. So thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the day.
Mr. Ayala is the new principal here at San Gabriel High School, and he was kind enough to let us utilize his auditorium. And this is a high school where in a couple of years you get to come here, or Alhambra High School, or other school as well. So welcome everybody. At this time, before we start the introductions, I'd like to ask 5th grade student at Granada School, Christopher Juarez, to come up here and lead us on the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Face the flag. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready to begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for
As being a D.A.R.E officer, sometimes I get very emotional when it comes to kids and their graduation, because I get to see fifth graders and I get to see them grow within the 17-week program of D.A.R.E. And when it comes to graduation, it's very touching for me because it gets personal, and the bondship that we have built in the last few months. And although I like to introduce every single one of you by calling your names because due to the time limits, I apologize in advance if I forget to introduce your names. But to start off, we have, I have a paper right here. Over here. This is hate when that happens. Here it is. We have city council people from our city. Okay. And you know, kids, you know about me about pronouncing the names, okay? So apologize. Mr. Moreno. And also Daniel Arguello from the city council. We also have our, I can't see because of the spot, Barbara. Yes, okay, thank you. And we have our chief here in front of me, my boss, Chief Lewis. Okay, graduates of D.A.R.E, would you please stand? Would you please stand, D.A.R.E graduates? Since we cannot introduce every single one of your parents and guests, let's go and greet them. How's that? All together. Remember the song we do in the classroom? Okay? Come on. What is the positive attitude? One more time. Let's greet one another, okay? Okay. Hands in front of you. We also agree to the building of the D.A.R.E. the Lion as well. Okay? Ready? And parents, this is how we greet one another in the morning to make us feel comfortable, kind of open. So, parents, here we go. Ready? Begin. Good morning to you. Good morning to yourself, right? Me. Good morning to Mr. D.A.R.E. the Lion. Good morning to us. Very good. How do you like that, parents? We learned in our D.A.R.E. class that greeting makes everyone feel comfortable and kind of open up their minds. So this is what we do in the morning. Okay. At this time, I'd like to introduce and be recognized those essay semi-finalists. This semester alone, I have 19 classes, 5 public schools and 3 private schools that I go and teach this D.A.R.E. program. And also, for those of you who doesn't know what D.A.R.E. program is, it's drug abuse resistant education. About 85% of the school districts throughout the United States have adopted this program. It's very well recognized and proven that it works. The education works when it comes to prevent drugs and violence. And your kids in our school district are fortunate to have this program, and that's why they are here, because they accomplished something. And thank you, Ms. For being here to recognize them. From the Northrop School, and when I call your name, would you please come up here? And the teachers from your school, Northrop School, at least one of the teachers, could I have you come up here? Let's find out where Northrop School is first. Okay? Northrop School, where are you? Very good. Thank you. How about Margarita School? Where are you? And Granada School, where are you? And Every Park School. And Park School. Very good. Okay. And also, I forgot to mention that when you see my partner there in the line going around and greet you and asking for your high five, whatnot, please, and I ask you, please, do not pull his tail or kick him or hit him. No violence. Remember we learned? Okay? All right. Can I have Mr. McIndoe up here, please, for the presentation? And Mrs. Pierce for Margaret Scalator. Say no to drugs and violence, and they tell us the reasons why. And later on, you get to hear their personal essays, and it is very, very touching moments when you hear some of their essays. So to recognize those essay winners from Northrop School, Carmelo Garcia and Richard Ong from Mr. Magnus class, come forward, please, and receive your medal and your prize package. And wear that medal, the football medal, with proud, and you sure do deserve it. Also, Selena Dallas and Christopher Juarez from Mr. Nicholas class. And they're graduate, we should know better than that, right? About bullying. We learn about positive attitude. Okay? All right, for Mr. Ing's class, Christina Delgado and Michael Bahara. And for Miss Gloyers and Mr. Bass class, Jennifer Todd, Nam Fong, and also Ronald Ortiz. This semester, we have a special class. As you can see in the front row, these students doing their best to learn, although they're somewhat handicapped because they cannot hear, okay? And I tell you, they do so much work, although I cannot do any sign language. As you can see, we have Martha and interpreting. So let's give a round of applause for the special ed class. And I learned one thing from that class. We can make, or we can congratulate, or we can clap our hands without making the noise. Can you believe that? Okay? You know how, do you know how to do that? Oh, very good, okay? So let's congratulate, okay? Thank you. Okay, from Every Park School. One of the emojis in hyper class, right? From Miss Peterson's class, we have Joanna Aragon and Cesar Martinez. Miss Wagner's class, we have Bianca Salazar and Samuel Baruman. And Mrs. Fernando's class, we have Rosalyn, Hummel, and Miguel Rodriguez. From Park School, can I have Mrs. Bertich or someone from this Park School? From Mrs. Bertich's class, we have Jessica Cruz and Eddie Pose. Miss Valencia's class, we have Jessica Banderas and Edgar Solis. And Miss Lee's class. Oh, Mrs. Juan's class. Melissa Porras and Julian Diaz Ordez. And finally, Miss Lee's class, Charlene Sargato, Vincent Endova, and Jean Luz. As soon as they get their prizes, their medals, we'll excuse you with congratulations. And could I have Jose Torres from Margarita School? Okay, get ready for your essay presentation. For those of you who does not have this program sheet, we still have a program sheet available in the front, parents, students. Okay, let's give them one more round of applause. Congratulations, and you may go back to your seat. Thank you. Okay, it's my pleasure to introduce Jose Torres from Margarita School. He's in Miss Giller's class, and he's gonna read his essay in Espanol. So mom and dad,
I promise to say no to drugs and violence. I promise my father and mother and friends. I will keep my promise by making good friends. I will also participate in positive activities. This promise is important to me and my family. It will make me feel proud of myself and have a good future. How a drug life can be. When I grow up and have children, I want to be able to talk to them like Officer John talked to us. Life.
give them another round of applause. Very good. We learn very quick here. Good, good. Okay, before we hear the rest of the essays, we have a special band from Mark Keppel High School, leading by Corey Aravio. And we'll play a song before we go on and listen to the rest of the essays. thank you, Mr. Olario. Did I get it right now? Close enough? Thank you. You know, I was in the band when I was in 5th grade too. Okay? Although I could not play quite good as they are, I used to play the big drum for a short period of time. Now, when I was watching, I continued to play the musical instrument. I play a little bit of guitar now, but aren't they awesome though? They're high school students. Let's give them another round of applause. I thank the music director, Mr. Korea Olario, especially because we had the mutual aid band who was going to be here to play some songs for you guys, and due to the conflicts with the appointments and whatnot, the personnel matters, they could not be here. So I asked the school district to help us out, and Mr. Olario was kind enough to prepare songs and this band group at the last minute. So I really thank you, Mr. Olario, and the band as well. Well, you heard some of their essays in Spanish, Chinese, and even sign language. Let's hear the other essays in English now from Northrop School. Represent Northrop School. Her name is Daniela Aguilar in Miss Maintenance class. And also, can I have a Linda Han and Michael Bajaras wait on this side? All right, Daniela, all right.
Good morning, my name is Daniela Aguilar, and this is my D.A.R.E essay. I promise to say no to drugs and violence because they serve no good purpose in a person's life. Drugs can kill you, and people spend so much money on things that can kill you. Thousands of people die every year because of drugs, and I think that is so absurd. Why would anyone want to hurt themselves? In our classroom, there is a poster that shows all the poisonous things that a cigarette contains, like acetone, lead, formaldehyde, and other deadly chemicals. Drugs can also get you arrested and open a bad door to life. Drugs give you heart disease and damage your brain, high blood pressure, and cancer. Now let's talk about violence. Violence is no way to solve things. You should use your words instead of hitting people, because if you use your words, no one gets physically hurt or in trouble. Violence can also get you arrested. You should only use violence for self-defense. There is no other reason to use it. Drinking causes violence. It changes your personality and it goes into your bloodstream, and your bloodstream goes up to your brain and your heart, and your liver has to clean out your blood, so all the alcohol is in your liver. Your liver goes bad just like your brain, your heart, and your blood. The D.A.R.E program really influenced me not to do drugs and helped me understand that because everyone else does drugs, I don't have to follow, but I can stay clean and be the person I really am inside. Thank you for listening to my D.A.R.E essay.
Dear graduates, what do we do after we read the essay? Because we feel so relieved and happy. So remember that thing? She's going to show us how she feels right now.
Yes, I read.
Very good. You know, I don't know what it is after having 2 kids. You know, I think I'm getting senile here already, so apologize. I almost forgot you're about metal. And we have Linda Han from Margarita School.
my name is Linda, and I'm here to read you my D.A.R.E essay. I promise to say no to drugs. First of all, I, Linda Hahn, am writing to tell you why I want to be drug-free and violent-free. If I'm drug-free, I won't have to face the consequences of it, like getting myself into trouble or getting myself killed, and most importantly, disappointing my family. I promise myself and solemnly swear to my family, my friends, my teacher, Mrs. Pierce, and my D.A.R.E teacher, Officer Jun, that I'll be drug-free. I will keep this promise by playing with friends that are non-users of drugs, say no at all times, and won't let anyone put peer pressure on me. This promise is important to me because I want a good future. I want to go to college to prepare to be a doctor. If you've never seen drugs before, then please listen to what I've got to say. If you are a dentist, then you would know, because sometimes dentists see their patients' mouth with tooth decay, mouth cancer, or tongue cancer. If you have a younger brother or sister, you know. They look up to you, so do the right thing and protect your body, your future, and your world. Even though I am the youngest, no one looks up to me, right? Wrong. My little cousins do. They look up to me, so I'm their role model, and I have to do the right thing. If you ever come across a person who asks you if you want drugs, have perseverance and say no thanks. Plus, don't do anything that gangs do, like getting tattoos, wearing clothing that are not suitable, do graffiti, and killing people. They are acting all bad, even though they're the ones bad because they have no education. But you do, so don't ruin your life for drugs. Go to college and become anything you like. Gangs like the Sworn to Kill gangs do wrong things that I know you wouldn't dream of doing. There are many gangs in our society today, so don't start one or don't even get near them. Okay? Get it? Got it? Good. Now you all know how hard it is for your parents to teach you and make you the person you are today. Do something for them by doing what is right. Instead of doing what gangs do, you could do stuff you enjoy, like rollerblading, skateboarding, riding your bicycle, and doing homework to keep you busy. Now, here are some things that I've learned in the D.A.R.E program. Nicotine in cigarettes increases your heartbeat, which can lead to death. It will cause your blood vessels to narrow and work harder. Alcohol can cause you to be drunk, change your personality, get in fights, and not be able to learn. But most importantly, you can hallucinate, which means seeing things that are not really there. So the lesson? What, you forgot? Then I'll say it. If you're asked for drugs, don't be apprehensive and have perseverance in yourself and just say no. Now that I've taken the D.A.R.E program, I learned more about drugs than I already knew. The D.A.R.E program helped me, and I bet others want to change the world. They want to have a drug-free life? Right. The D.A.R.E program helped me to say no even to my closest friends. Officer Jen has made the D.A.R.E program easygoing. For everything Officer Jen has done for me and you, this has been the best, teaching us about drugs. He's made it very fun to say no to drugs, and I find that interesting. You and I know drugs are not cool and that there are 8 ways we know of on how to say no to drugs. Officer Jen has taught more than just saying no to drugs. He taught us that we're much more mature now and our life depends on the importance of the decisions we make in the future. If we make the wrong decisions in the future, all of us know that we'll regret it for the rest of our lives, and we'll also regret the fact that we never took Officer Jen's advice to keep away from drugs. You have 2 choices. You can die now because of drugs, or you can die later because of sicknesses caused by your age. You have 2 paths. Follow your heart and please yourself and the ones you love, including your friends. Thank you for listening to my D.A.R.E.
Now, wasn't that an awesome essay because she mentioned my name, right, Officer Judd? No, I'm only kidding. You know, I don't need to explain what the D.A.R.E program is because they will tell you. Okay? They will tell you what they learned, what they accomplished, and what they were going to do. So let's give Linda another round of applause. And now we're waiting for Michael now from Granada School, from Mr. Nick.
I promise to say no to drugs and violence because it will get you back when you want to get a good job.
D.A.R.E graduate, we forgot something, didn't we? Right? Oh yes, you remember.
My name is Michael, and I'm going to read my D.A.R.E essay. I promise to say no to drugs and violence because it will get you back when you want to get a good job or go to a good college. I will never do drugs because I have 2 younger sisters who are looking up to me for the future. Drugs are like a haunting that will never leave your mind. If you buy drugs, it will hurt you, your family, and your mind. Drugs are not the way to resolve your problems. Drugs are dumb and nasty. That is why you see people who have no lives do drugs. That is why I want to get a good education for my life and for my body. Just because all these famous actors and famous singers do drugs, that does not mean you have to do them too. I've learned a lot from the D.A.R.E program, especially when Officer John takes the time to make our lives drug-free. Officer John told us if we stay off drugs, it will help us have better relationships with our family and our friends. My family is more important than good-for-nothing gang members. If I join a gang, I will be disrespecting my D.A.R.E teacher, and most important, the people who love me the most, my family. If I buy drugs, my mom would be mad at me, and then my family relationship would be over. Because my mom wants my life to be drug-free, so I can get a good education. I like to keep promises with my mom, and before the D.A.R.E program started, I promised her that I would be drug-free and not join any gangs. I like the D.A.R.E program because Officer Joe wants us to stay off drugs, and that's what I think everybody should be. If everybody was to smoke, everybody would be dead. Everybody deserves to be drug-free because everybody has equal rights and privileges. There are many choices you may do. You may be drug-free, or you can smoke, drink, do cocaine, or do marijuana. If you are planning to do any of those choices, you are choosing the wrong path for you and your family. Drug-free is always the way to be, no matter in what situation you are in. Thank you for listening to my D.A.R.E essay. I did it.
You know, after being a father of 2 children myself, after I heard their essays, their personal commitments, I don't know who's more qualified to be a parent, them, the students, or me, because they have so much care for their family, their younger brothers, and they want to be a role model. So let's give them another round of applause. Huh? My partner, where are you going? Okay, we have 2 more essays to hear, okay, but I want to ask my partner, D.A.R.E the Lion, before we hear one more music, okay? Hey, D.A.R.E the Lion, I got a question for you. You ready? You know what? If somebody gives me marijuana, what should I do? Should I take it? Oh, okay. Should I give him a cold shoulder like that then? Very good. So let's give D.A.R.E the Lion, D.A.R.E the Lion, because he knows how to say no to drugs. Okay, we got one more music to hear. Okay, at this time I'd like to call Rosalyn Hummel from I think you know where she's from, right? No, let me tell you a little bit about Rosalyn here. She may be a little tiny and small, okay? And maybe quiet, because that's the impression I had when I first met her in Mrs. Fernandez's class. But I tell you what, she sure knows how to say no to drugs and violence, don't you, Rosalyn? Oh, and watch, wait until she reads her essay. She's not quiet, trust me.
Hi, my name is Rosalyn. I want to read you my D.A.R.E essay.
Oh, you can do better than that, Rosalyn. I know you.
Hi, my name is Rosalyn, and I would like to read you my D.A.R.E essay.
Very good.
I promise to say no to drugs and violence because they aren't good for you. If you want to live a good life, don't take drugs. I won't take drugs because of 2 reasons. Number 1, they are really bad for you. Number 2, I need to set an example for my younger cousins. I don't want them to take drugs just because they saw me taking drugs, which I won't. I'll keep that promise by making good friends, taking interest in positive activities, talking to people I trust, and keeping a high self-esteem. I think the D.A.R.E program is good because it helps to encourage kids to say no to drugs. If D.A.R.E were never started, more kids would probably be on drugs. 14 out of 100 7th graders drink. That is way too many. If they had paid attention in D.A.R.E, they probably wouldn't have started. I'm saddened when I see and read about people who are homeless because they sold everything they had for drugs. If D.A.R.E were started a lot sooner, there would be less of the homeless type. In D.A.R.E, Officer Jen taught us a lot about drugs. Some people think that D.A.R.E is a bad program because the more you learn and think about drugs, the more of a yearning you would have for drugs. Officer Jen taught us how drugs are bad for you. We learned that if you take drugs, you'll have to suffer the consequences. You look older than you are, lose money, and get sick if you start drugs. I think it's important to stay drug-free and avoid violence because I want to live long and healthy, get a good education, and a good job. You can't get a good job if you have a jail record. I want to grow up, go to college, and have a PhD in physics. I want to be a teacher. I think drugs mess with people's lives and ruin their dreams. I don't want my hopes of becoming a teacher ruined just because of something as dumb as drugs. The truth about drugs is that people who make drugs are out for the money. They don't care if they mess up anyone's life. They don't care if you land yourself in the hospital. They don't care if you get arrested and sent to jail. They just care about the money. So if I were you, which I know I'm not, I wouldn't take drugs or even try them. Remember, they ruin your health, education, your future, and your parents' faith in you and ability. They cause loss of money, you'll lose good friends, and it's possible you'll even become homeless. So, to make a long story short, drugs, alcohol, gangs, and violence can ruin your life and kill you. I'm not about to let that happen to me. I hope that all of you feel the same way too.
Very popular as well. You know what she mentioned? Thanks, guys. Rosalyn mentioned that if a D.A.R.E program started earlier, maybe we don't have that many drug addicts, problem with gangs, whatnot. For parents, unfortunately, the D.A.R.E program started in 1983. I graduated from high school in 1984, and I did not have the opportunity to take the D.A.R.E program, but I wish we had the D.A.R.E program when I was going to school, because I knew some students in our school as well, as well as other schools, having some problem with drugs. If we could have helped them in the early age, maybe we wouldn't have that much problem now. But D.A.R.E program started in '83 by 10 officers in LAPD. Now we have over 14,000 certified D.A.R.E officers throughout the country. We have about over 64 different countries have adopted this D.A.R.E program as well. So you should be very proud of yourself to be one of the graduates. That's the program that's available throughout the country. Okay? We have Eddie Ponce from Park School. So this is come on up. The price is right, Eddie.
My name is Eddie Ponce, and I'm going to read you my D.A.R.E essay. I promise to say no to drugs and violence. I will stay close to my dreams and my life. I stay drug-free because God, my family, my life, me, Officer June, and my friends. I think D.A.R.E is a lifesaver for some kids. D.A.R.E officers and teachers might not know it, but peers look up to them. I believe there's 2 reasons why teens do drugs. To be cool or under stress. I know it's to try to be cool because I knew some people that did drugs to impress their friends. I know it from stress because my dad did drugs after my mom died. Taking drugs from stress is very bad because once the drug takes away the stress for an hour, it comes back twice as harder. Then you will try harder and harder drugs to take the stress away, and you may get addicted and keep trying them, and eventually die. D.A.R.E has helped me because I always knew I shouldn't do drugs. I just never knew why, so thank you. If someone were to ask me to do drugs, I wouldn't say yes or no, I would just walk away. The people that offered me drugs are most likely not going to come back, but this time I'm going to say no and never ask me again. D.A.R.E has helped me just like Miss Barricade and everyone around me. When I die drug-free in heaven, I know it's the way to be. Thank you for listening to my D.A.R.E essay.
You know, Eddie is one of my special students at Park School. He lost his mom years ago. Now, he was skeptical about taking their program when we began this class. Now, he wrote an excellent essay. It was very personal. I don't know if you heard it, that his dad used drugs before, and he's not shy about it. He learned from other people's mistakes, which I tell my students that the best way to learn is from other people's mistakes. Okay? That way it doesn't cost you. And Eddie, congratulations, sir. And I know you're going to be the best student from all. And look forward to seeing you in about 20, 30, 50, 100 years. Okay, at this time it's my pleasure to introduce our special guest speaker, which is my boss, Chief Lawrence Lewis.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here. Is it cold in here? Let's move our arms a little bit. There we go. Get some circulation going. It's my pleasure to be here today. I want to congratulate the graduates of the D.A.R.E program. You guys have made a choice. You made a difference in your life, and you decided to make the right choice and stay drug-free and violence-free. What I want to ask you right now, though, is how's your D.A.R.E officer doing? Is he doing a good job? You know, what we try to teach in the police department and what we try to do in the community is we try to create partnerships. And unless we work together, we can't make our community safe and a better place. And partnerships are all over the place. There's all kinds of opportunities to do that. And I want to point out two for you. Without their support, we couldn't have the D.A.R.E program, we couldn't be in the schools, and we couldn't be with you here today. So I want to point them out. I want to introduce Barbara Messina from the school board. Barbara, would you stand up, turn around and wave to everybody? And we have two of our council members that have taken time out of their busy day to be here as well. Efren Marino, our newest council member. Efren, would you wave to the crowd? And our Mayor Pro Tem, Dan Aguayo, would you stand up? Students, without these people, we don't have the support we need. And that's what D.A.R.E is about, too. It's about support, isn't it? Some of the things that you've learned are people that you can count on if you have a problem or if you need to make a choice. Give me one person that you can turn to now that you've learned in the D.A.R.E program that you can ask for help. Just shout it out. Officer John, your D.A.R.E teacher, that's right. You can always go to your D.A.R.E teacher. And you'll find out that the D.A.R.E officers are just like the other officers in the field. If you ever need any help from a police officer, they're going to be just as helpful for you, so be sure and go to them. Somebody else you can go to is your teachers, right? That's right. Teachers, raise your hands. We need some teachers to wave here. There you go. The teachers know about you. They care about you. They want you to make the right choices. They also know the other people that are in the school, so they know what you're up against. Make sure you go to them and talk to them. Somebody else you can go to is your principal and the other staff at the school. Make sure you talk to them too. Somebody else that's really important is your parents, right? Your parents have been through it all. They've experienced the same things you have and they care about you. Turn around and look at the support you have here today. Parents, wave your arms up. Come on, parents. Graduates, look at the support. The people that are behind you here today. They're here to help you. Okay, there's one other group that you can go to. Somebody else that you can go to help. And that is your friends. You can also talk to your friends, right? And if they care about you, they'll help you make the right choices. So partnerships are important. Friendships, your teachers, your parents, the police officers, and the people in the community are going to help you make the right choices. Congratulations, I am so proud of you. And anytime you want a Coke or a cup of coffee, you stop by the police department and see me. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chief Lewis. You know, this is my second year teaching D.A.R.E program, and I love it every minute of it. And I wish I can, like I told you, Chief Lewis, that I wish I can retire as being a D.A.R.E officer. You know, I have a 2.5-year-old son and a one-year-old daughter, and I wish I can stay longer so I can teach them as well. Because, you know, like Chief mentioned earlier, that this D.A.R.E program is a cooperative effort between school, the district, the teachers who sacrifice their time, their class time, for let us to come to their classroom and teach this 1-hour block lesson. And also the parents and the police. It's a, as you can see on this D.A.R.E program sheet, there's a little triangle shape with the logo, with the D.A.R.E Alliance, the school, police, and the parents. Without these three groups, we cannot make this program, D.A.R.E program, we cannot make it successful. We need everybody's cooperation and efforts and help. And so with that in mind, I thank parents most of all and for being here. It shows a lot to me, to your children, as well as the teachers and everybody. So let's give our mom and dad another round of applause. Not only they are here, but they also brought some cookies and refreshments. Okay? So thank them too. Which reminds me, I would like to recognize a couple more people that I'd like to give a special thanks. And that's from St. Gabriel High School, we have Manny Molina, the manager, who helped me great dearly, setting up the stage, whatnot. And he's my partner there too, huh? There's the lion. And I don't know if you guess who's really inside that mascot there. That's officer, our former D.A.R.E officer, Officer Pete Nava. Thank you. I'm sorry, I just gave away the answer, huh? And also from the Alhambra School District, I would like to thank Amy Rush, the instructional specialist who came here early this morning with me to set things up with the parents. Where are you, Amy? Thank you. Amy, right over there. And I don't know if Jean is here or not from the music department of the school district. She's the one who got in touch with Mr. Corey, keep forgetting. Olario. I'll get it right one of these days. Sometimes I forget my own name, so my department gave me my own name tag here, so look there so I remember where I am. Well, I'd like to thank Jean for that, and also Natalie T. Gaither now, she's got married, so Natalie, okay, with the camera there, thank you. And also Barbara from the school board, thank you for being here. And also we have my personal friend here, David Ariana. He's a retired police officer, detective from local police department. And would you please stand and recognize? He's with the D.A.R.E School District board, and he came here to support you and congratulate you as well. Although he's been ill for a while, it was very difficult for him to come here, but thank you for your support. And also from my Alhambra Police Department, I have a couple of my partners over there standing, okay? And you have seen it? Veronica Vargas and Ada, thank you for all your help. And Probation Officer Frank. And I'm sorry, I don't have other lists. If I forgot your name already, I apologize in advance. And before we have a refreshment, there's one thing that I ask you to do for me. Today is a minimum day for the St. Gabriel High School, and they get out at 11:25. And as we know from the positive role model student from St. Gabriel High School, you know how many students they have? About 4,000 or 5,000 students? 4,500 students, okay? Oh, I'm sorry. 2,500 students. Seems like more, okay? So as soon as they are off the campus, which is roughly by 11:35 or so, okay? We're gonna try to stay inside. That way we don't lose our children and whatnot. Okay? So the cakes and refreshment are available there. I'm gonna dismiss you by class. Okay? In the meantime, we can enjoy the music and also say hi to my partner. Hang on 1 second. Not yet, we're not done yet. Mom and Dad? I have not graduated yet, dear students. Okay? So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the band again and hear a couple more songs. Okay? And then I'll make the announcement that you're their graduates. And I have the certificates here. Okay? okay, class by class. Let's see which class is ready. Don't run, kids, don't run. Dear graduates, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. And my first school looks like it's ready. Okay. Let's give the Hummel High School band one final applause, but they have to go back to their school. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. And thank you. Okay, parents, would you please please kind enough to wait for the until their graduates get their cakes first. Okay, I don't know if I have enough cakes for everybody or not, but graduates. Okay? When you exit, when I excuse you by your class, okay, please exit to the farthest door. Not the middle door, okay? And they have parents out there ready for you, so you grab lunch and cakes and other refreshments as well. Okay, at this time, could I have all the D.A.R.E graduates stand? This is the moment, guys, okay? This is the moment. I'm still holding your certificates right here. By the way, teachers, hey, you may pick up your folders over here. It contains the certificates of the completion. All right, before I acknowledge you as the graduate of D.A.R.E 2001, let's show our guests how disciplined we are and how we can show the unity as a group. Okay. Remember the cadence? Okay. D.A.R.E cadence. Okay. D.A.R.E graduates, 10, hook. D.A.R.E graduates, what does a D in D.A.R.E stand for? What does an A in D.A.R.E stand for? What does an R in D.A.R.E stand for? What does an E in D.A.R.E stand for? Give me a D. Give me an A. Give me an R. Give me an E. What do you got? So what do you want to be? Referee. D.A.R.E graduates of 2001, congratulations, you are now D.A.R.E graduates. And you may be seated. Thank you. Let's see, which class is ready for the refreshment? While you guys waiting for your turn, quietly, D.A.R.E the Lion can play a couple songs, or our flight manager. Let's see, I believe Miss Giller is pointing to her. But I think this class, look at their hands already. They got the peace sign already, so I'll excuse this class. Okay, first, okay, you may exit to your right there. Okay. Let's see from this side. Come off from Miss Giller's class, from exit through this way. Reminder that the school policy is that you cannot bring the refreshments inside the auditorium, okay? So please try to finish your drinks, cookies or not in the hallway. And then in about 5 or 10 minutes or so, we can go outside and get autographs from your teachers, your parents.
Tell everybody about
And then we'll load up in the bus around 12 o'clock, I believe.